back to Less Lethal Contingencies. Alan here. So, the previous video, we were testing the MCS stainless steel barrel, the 11.5 inch barrel, with the 6-inch Reaper suppressor. We got some pretty good numbers, shooting the 9.9 gram riot balls. Those were the 681, the ones that slipped through the 681 ball gauge. And yeah, we got put up some pretty good, impressive numbers, I think, with just the 11.5 inch barrel and Reaper. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same test, right? We did the test first with 1,000 psi in the 9 CI tank, and then we did the smaller 7 CI tank at 1,100 output, 1,100 psi output, high pressure air. We're going to repeat that test, but we're going to add the 7.5 inch extension, and then we'll finish at the end with the Reaper. So I've already put that together here. And what we have is one long barrel. Okay, so this is what she looks like. I'm going to see what we get for feet per second. Again, now we're matched stainless steel barrel, main barrel, to stainless steel 7.5 inch extension here, and then the Reaper suppressor, which doesn't add barrel length, but it does help with front end, how do they put it, front end pressures or something like that. So depending on your setup, you can see anywhere from 2 to 10 joule increase initially, which the shorter, just with the 11.5 barrel, I wasn't seeing a big difference, but once I added the rear chamber, the HD24 long ASA with the tuning chamber here, I did notice a substantial increase. I think I was getting around 10 joule increase using this Reaper under the higher HPA pressures with this chamber. So really it depends a lot on, you know, what benefit you're going to see out of the Reaper suppressor. It varies on the, I'm sure it's going to vary a lot on the marker that you attach it to, but it also varies a lot based on barrel length and really what you have on the back end here, what kind of volume you're pushing those pressures at. So, but yeah, this is the 11.5 with the 7.5. So what is that? I mean, that's like 19 inches. Okay, both of these are 685 bore on these barrels. So we'll be shooting the slightly smaller, the same ammunition that we shot in the last video, the 9.9 gram riot balls, which again dropped through the 681 ball gauge. So let's air it up first. We'll start off like we did on the last video with the 1,000 tank. We're just about up to the 3,000 capacity. Got the built-in slide check. We'll go ahead and spin this tank in here. We'll air it up and check for leaks. If everything looks good, then I'll put my other ear in. Woo. That's a long girl, isn't it? That's pretty nice right there. Yeah. Not too bad. What is it overall? 25 inches with the suppressor? Yeah. Not too easy to get around the corners inside the house. Not so much home defense, but this will come out pretty handy at the range. See what kind of reach out and touch you distances we have. All right, so let me air it up on 1,000 psi. Make sure we don't have any leaks. All right, I heard the bolt activate. That sounded pretty good. Nice and quiet. Let's go ahead and put my ears in, and then we'll shoot six of those 9.9 grams. And I'll just be calling out the feet per second. And then we'll update the video after. Let's see here. Let me pull this. I think that's going to be good right there. Turn the laser on. That looks good. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to double check and count them because I have known to mess up on my count. 6 of those. All right, we are live. Let's see what we got. All right, 9.9 gram riot ball, 1000 psi, with a combined 19-inch barrel. Shot 1. 560.6. That's 560.6. Wow, I can feel some recoil. Shot 2. 552 feet per second. Shot 3. 550.8 feet per second. Shot 4. 544.6 feet per second. Shot 5. 539.8, and should be the last one, shot 6. 550.8. All right, let's degas. And let's spin off the 1000 tank. I mean, it felt great. Honestly, I don't know if I've seen a major increase or not. I mean, I'll have to see what the numbers say. But I mean, I don't know. I was kind of expecting more. You know, 7.5-inch barrel extension. I would think I'd gain at least 10 feet per second. I don't know if I saw that or not, but I guess we'll have to wait for the numbers to be returned. All right, so out of this 3,000 psi capacity, I'm put it down to about 1,000. Okay, so we used about 2,000 just to shoot 6 of these 9.9 gram. That's a lot of air. So, you know, we're going to have some diminishing air pressure for sure when I go to do the 7 CI tank next, which we're going to try next. All right, balls around my feet over here. So here's the 7 CI 1100 psi tank. Okay. We'll spin that in next. We'll air her up and we'll shoot another 6 riot balls. All right, that looks good. You take a look at the breech. Whoa. You take the mag out first. Again, the mag is looking good. No damages. I haven't had any more problems. It's the weirdest thing with that whole mag drop thing. The only thing I can say that was consistently happening was on that warm CO2 when I was preheating CO2 with the higher pressures. But I did have it a couple times too, even on the HPA. You know, it's weird. I mean, it's like it disappeared just as quick as it showed up. And now the mags are fine. The irony, right? Once I got a drum mag, I was crying about the drum mag. Need my drum mag. Once I get a drum mag, all of a sudden now I'm shooting crazy power with this gun, and the factory magazines are holding. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Weirdest thing. All right. Everything looks hunky-dory in there. All right, so we're going to repeat the same test with 6 riot balls, but this time under 1100 psi. Because the tank's so small, I mean, I could use my bigger 1100 tank, but then I got to add restriction into the circuit if I do that. By adding an on and off, because I wouldn't want to run these without some sort of on and off in case I get a jam or it starts auto firing or farting or something. So it's never a good idea not to have a means to be able to quickly cut the air. So, but everything seems to be running pretty good with this. So, let me put a little bit more oil in here. Give me 1 second here. I forgot to lubricate it this time around. And although I do believe there's plenty of lubrication in there, I want to make sure those O-rings stay nice and lubricated. Nice and lubricated. All right. And we'll go ahead and air that up on 11. Okay. Sounds good. Well, I still have my ears in. I don't really hear anything either way, but yeah, sounds good. All right. So here we are. We'll try 1100 psi, 9.9 gram riot ball with the combined 19 inches of barrel, 685 barrel, stainless steel. Stainless steel all the way. All right. Here we go. Shot 1. 553.6. Shot 2. 547.4. Shot 3. 543.6. Shot 4. 540.4. Shot 5. 540.4 again, and shot 6. 531.2. All right, that's the 1100 psi. 9.9 gram riot ball, 1100 psi. All stainless steel barrels. That's the 11.5 inch barrel with the addition of the 7.5 inch extension, and then ending with the 6-inch Reaper suppressor. That is the Pistelli X-68 Punisher build. All right, not too bad, not too bad at all. I think I'm going to be happy with her. All right, now I just got to figure out when I'm going to get outdoors, weather permitting, get some decent weather so I can do some plinking at the range with this extended barrel, which is really what I wanted this extended barrel for, was kind of for some greater accuracy and distance accuracy. So I think it's going to work out pretty good. I mean, I know I'm shooting at least 130 joules. I don't know if I got any gain with this extension or not. I mean, good grief, I should have gotten some gain, but how much remains to be seen. I'll update the video. So yeah, that's the Punisher build, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, happy shooting. Peace out.